everybody! Excuse the noise behind me. Welcome to G Bear's Off-Road Ways, our homestead in the desert. So, here we are. It's saying 52.7, and then it says 58.6, and it's saying full charge. Alright. It's showing that it is charging, and I've got the AC running inside the cabin. So I've had the charger on for a while. You see the red light flashing. Okay. So now it's to yellow, which means green, and now it's green. Now instantaneously it goes off to red again, flashing. It'll flash a few times, go to yellow, go to green, and then go back to charging. That's how fast these batteries are draining, even though there's no load on them. So, I've had a few people that probably haven't read, well, most likely haven't read the comment section. So they've been recommending that I charge the batteries one at a time, completely pulled out of the circuit, and then reconnect them from there and start over. As I told them in the comments, I've already done that 3 times with this set of batteries. Okay? I know about having to charge them one at a time. I did it 3 times and it still didn't work. But I'm going to do it again, just to show people that I'm not at my first rodeo here. Okay, I know what I have to do. I've done what I have to do. It just isn't working. The batteries are not holding the charge. They lose them. Now, a few people have told me I need to get a balancer. Well, that's fine. I don't have the money for a balancer. But I really don't think the balancer is going to fix the batteries that are bad. These batteries are bad. They're not holding a charge. They get up to full charge, but then as soon as a load is put on them, they go right down. So I had 100% this morning because I went to bed with nothing running and only drawing 37 watts of power inside of the cabin. Everything, I hadn't opened any freezers or fridges or anything like that. I'll let everything get to their normal state of rest. I went to bed with 100%, got up with 100%. Turned on a few items, and I was down to 60% in 20 minutes. The batteries are not holding the charge. They take the charge, they get all the way up to a full charge, but they don't hold it. It just dissipates. So I can't tear these batteries open without voiding the warranty on them. And until I get word from lead time as to what they're going to do about this, I have to just play the game like I'm playing here, with the generator running behind me and making all that noise. Alright, so I'm going to go in and have brunch real quick and then come back out here and disconnect all of these batteries and charge each one with the 20 amp charger. That one I just did. You can see the green lights on. It's all done. So that one will sit. And then I'll start with the one on the back there. I'll charge that one up full. And I'll charge that one up full. And then I'll charge this one up full. And I'll take my Wattcycle battery out of the group and put that one back up here again. And then I'll charge them all with the 48 volt charger once they're all put back together again. And we'll see what happens from there. Alright, and this will be the last experiment I'm going to do on this system. If it dies on me, right away, like it has been doing, I'm just going to freak out on lead time, because they are not answering my emails and they're not doing anything. They can at least tell me, we've got your email, we're working on a problem right now, and we'll get back to you soon. Last they said was send me the serial numbers from the tops of the batteries, and we'll expedite the warranty. I sent them all that information twice, 3 times. Haven't heard a word from them since. That's not a good sign. I don't know why they're ignoring that, but they've got to do something, because this is not right. And I'm sure my followers don't like hearing this about lead time. Now, I do say I bought these before I knew about WattCycle, and I bought these because Will Prouse really said that they were a top-notch battery. But that may be, but they haven't been top-notch for me. All right, so I'm going to pause this and get on to my business for the day. Well, I'm back. So I got the flag down at half-mast for Charlie. Rest in peace, Charlie. And something's got to be done about these idiots who think it's okay to go around killing somebody you disagree with. It's just not right. Anyway, it's not that I want to kill some people for disagreeing with them. I just want to kill them because they're assholes and we don't need them. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get off that subject and get back in here. All right, you can hear the generator is off. The batteries are all back online. And I forgot to mark one, so let me get up there and mark it. While I'm thinking of it, this one was 13.6. Okay, so you can see I put the lead time, the first one that went bad, I put that one back in the line here. So now it's all lead time batteries. When I pulled the WattCycle battery out of the group down there, it was fully charged at 100%. These others were down. All of these. Well, sorry, this one was still 100% charged. So the number 1 battery was still good, and where I had this number 2 battery was still good. These others, this last one, I had on the charger for 6.5 hours. Alright, now that's a lot of time to charge a 230 amp hour battery on a 20 amp charger, because it shouldn't have been completely drained down to 0. It's supposed to have some power in it, but I am now all 4 batteries charged separately, and I did put the charger on this one just to make sure, and the green light came on pretty much instantly. So all 4 of these are 100% charged. I'm gonna look over here. There we are. Full batteries, 53.1. Okay. So it's feeding the house without a problem, and I still have 110, 117 volts coming in, but it's at the end of the day, and we're only catching a sideways glance of sun on the panel, so it's not getting a lot of sun. All right. So this is going to be going into the evening with these numbers, and we'll see what happens in the morning. Because every morning I get up and turn a couple of things on, and the batteries just boom, drain right on down. So if they do that again tomorrow, you're going to all have to agree with me. The batteries are bad. There's no getting around that. I was questioned about the cables and whether the resistance on the cables and the lengths of the cables were all the same. Yes, they are. These are all exactly the same length, whether they're red colored or black colored back there. The black colored ones there are curled because they're this long and they only have to go across these two terminals. But they're all the same length. They're all the same size. They're all the same wire. There's no differences on that. And then on my input wires going into the system, both the negative and the positive are the same length, although the negative is cut and going through a switch, so I can disconnect it when I need to. All right, the sun just went down enough so the charge is off. We're not charging anymore. So that's what's happening here. Now I did, like I said, I charge each one separately with a 12 volt 20 amp charger right there. Okay. And then I charged them all together with a 48 volt 15 amp charger. And this only came on for 30 seconds and it went to green. But then it went back to red again. And then the red flashed 3 or 4 times and it went to green. And that's telling me there's a problem in these batteries. So, what can I say, buddy? That's the end of it. That's where she stands. And I'm not liking it. Now, I did connect my 1500 watt inverter into the battery that handles the lights in the cabin, because that hardly uses anything. And I got to thinking, while he did that, that's fine. That'll give me something to plug into here if I need to in a hurry. But the only thing I could plug into it would be the 12 volt charger. So, because the 48 volt charger just draws too much power, and that 1500 watt inverter won't run it. So I probably will have to come up with another plan here. My rep at WattCycle is looking into what she can do to help me out here, but you know, I can't rely on them for everything. But if a few more of you use my link in the description to buy something from WattCycle, that all weighs heavily on my reputation with them. So, you know, if you can do it, do it. Buy anything but from, and they now sell bus bars and other items, so check that out. This is G Bear reminding you, thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share. This is G Bear signing off.